Hi, my name is Michael Smyth. I played drums in such bands as Bloody Apes, Tusks, Los Cabras, This Kiss Kills, Minnows, Snake Charmers, and like a bazillion other ones that never done fuck all.
Cool. What's work?
I got my, I was playing a wee bit before it, but since it was like 13, 14, I'm 34 now, so like I'm playing drums the vast majority of my life. It's been like a really constant thing throughout, you know. So yeah, like 20 years. Fuck. First song I ever learned, I think it was Aneurysm by Nirvana.
Okay.
And like I'm sure I played it fucking awful. And I remember learning how to play Teen Spirit as well, and not realizing that you hit the cymbals at the same time as all the other ones, so it'd be like, and like but then I remember going to my dad taking me to buy my first drum kit in Marcus, and it's this drum kit, and like sitting down and being like, I'm such a badass, I'm gonna like blow this dude's mind, and like sat down and played a wee bit, and like you just see him just being like, oh my god, I just can't be bothered listening to another one of these dicks. So yeah, but I think it was Aneurysm, and yeah, went from there. Now I can kind of play it, I'm still not quite there yet. Maybe another 20 years or so. First band I ever played drums in was this band called Fluid, and we done Aneurysm actually. Fuck, nice segue. So yeah, like we it was fucking awful. Like I think we done 2 originals, and like we done covers. And so we done Aneurysm, we done Roots, Bloody Roots by Sepultura, but our guitar player couldn't play the middle part, so we like just jumped around on it. Done a Silverchair song, hate them, and yeah, and then with a couple other ones. We played our first gig at Gyros with this band called the Cabin Boy from here, who were like unreal, and this other band from Dublin called the Redneck Manifesto, and they slay. It's all like tappy, and there we are doing some shit version of Roots, Bloody Roots. But yeah, that was the first band I was in. My mum and dad put on that first show. Pretty bitchin'. They're cool.
Best.
Idea of Grohl, he's where it's at. Like, and I just stole so much off him. I continue to steal so much off him, and like anything he puts out, like I go listen to, no sweat. It's killer. Them triplets, yo. Like the best show that I've done, like just for the way it felt or whatever, is actually probably it was probably one of 2 shows. It was either the Tusks album release show or Bloody Apes first gig. We only done 2 shows, but and they were both for the same reason. It just felt like everybody was like super on, and like everything was gelling, and it was just great, and like, you know, there's people there, that always helps. And I played my kit for both those actually. That's weird. Never thought of that. But yeah, it was just great. Like people reacted really well to it, and you know, it didn't break any sticks or break cymbals or anything like that. So it was probably one of those 2 shows. Like I remember playing like a bunch of like great shows. Like Los Cabras supported Zeke. That was in the Rosetta Bar. That was really fun. Or like playing, like we played Derry one time with this band from Sweden, like who had a keyboard player like as the singer, and like dressed like Elton John, and we just like pure slayed that night. Like I broke a cymbal that night actually. We were super loud in this wee tiny bar. It was bitching. Yeah, so probably that. One of those. The worst shows are like, well actually the worst, I was in this band, I can swear it's fine, it's called Fuck All Squared. It was a punk band. It's like the best name for a punk band, and it was the front page, and I just went down to see whatever bands were playing that night, and I got to the front page, and then the 2 dudes out of my band are on stage, and they're like, and I was like, what are you doing? They were like, we had a gig. And I was like, well, no one fucking told me. So I should have played the show, didn't play the show. But also, I remember one time we were playing the Menagerie, I think it was with Snake Charmers, and showed up, and it was like this, like someone pulled this kid out of a fucking river, like it was awful, and the dude was like super precious about it. It was really tiny and rickety, and I'm just like, dun, dun, dun. He's like, just don't wreck it on me, and like the wee topper cymbal yoke, so technical, like came flying off, and like the kick drum skin went through, and like the tom fell over. So, but I mean, it was good in a way, for different reasons. But yeah, it was probably the worst one just because like the kit was fucking awful. So whenever I started getting into music, like this guy in my school gave me a tape, and it was Bleach on one side, and it was 1039 Smoothed Out Slap Happy Hours or whatever it's called by Green Day. And then there was like some other Nirvana songs, so it's like, this is amazing. Listen to that dude play drums. Like, I know it's like Chad or whatever and Dave. It's like, this is really good. And then like I was like, guitar sounds really good. So I like tried it. I was like, this just doesn't make sense to me. But like sitting down behind drums, even though it was doing like the wrong cymbal thing, I was just like, this makes sense. Like, and it feels great. And then like people don't want to play it because it's hard. Like everybody's like, I couldn't do that. We've all your limbs, and it's like, it's fucking not that difficult. But like the more you play it, like people talk about like getting a runner's high, you know, and like you probably know, like you're playing drums, and like there's just that point, like you're like 30 minutes into a fucking jam, and like you're dying, and all your arms are locking up, and you can't see out of one eye because you're sweating so much. But then you just get like another thing, you're just like, oh, this part, and then you just go. It's just like, there's nothing like playing drums, man. Like I like play guitar in those other bands, and like Thieves, like I get up and jump around and sweat and like fall over, and like it's a super physical, visceral thing for me. Like some people just kind of stand there, but like I like to throw myself around. But drums, like it's so like, it sounds so dumb saying it. It just comes from like inside. It's like this primal thing. And like even if I'm sitting practicing, like that's one thing. But see, whenever you're up playing shows and like you're just laying in, it's just so good. It's like Schwarzenegger says in Pump and Iron, you know, like the pump, it's like better than sex or whatever. It's better than sex. So drums are like, maybe I'm a shit leg, but like drums are like better than sex. Like it's just fucking great, dude. Love it. I play guitar in Thieves. We're a heavy pop band. We have Metal of the Masses final, like Bloodstock final this Friday, 17th, Voodoo, George Hire, 7:30 and 6 pound in. And we'll have like Neon Demons out. It's on YouTube, it's single. Hit us up on Spotify, Instagram at Thieves Band, Facebook, Thieves, THVS. Hit us up there. Yeah, we're bitching, so you'll love us. Thanks.